Good morning, children. So, in the last class, we have discussed about circle constraints and one of the theorem, that is a tangent and a radius drawn at the point of contact are perpendicular to each other. That concept we have learnt. What is a tangent? You came to know. What is a secant? You came to know. Can you say what is a secant? A line that crosses a circle and meets the circle at 2 points is called as a secant. Then what is a tangent? Means a line that touches the circle at only one point. Okay. So today, how many tangents can be drawn on the interior region, exterior region, on the boundary of a circle? Let us discuss. Okay. So the first case I am taking is inside I am taking. Let us consider a point P inside the circle. Draw the lines through this point. See, all these lines are becoming as secants, isn't it? Are you able to draw a tangent here? No. So that means no tangent to a circle which is lying inside the circle. The point which is lying inside the circle. This is the first case, children. What is the meaning of this? Means we cannot draw a tangent to a point which is inside the circle. Clear? Okay. The case 2, let us take the point on boundary of the circle we will take. Okay. On the boundary if we take, so only one tangent can be drawn. See, from this point I am drawing many lines. So all these lines are becoming a secants. Okay, only one is becoming as a tangent. So what it means? It means that to consider point on a circle, we can draw only one tangent. Clear? Now we will move to the third case. Third case is we are considering the point P outside the circle. Okay, outside the circle we are considering. Now let us draw the lines through this point. Many lines we can draw. See, all these lines are meeting the circle at 2 points. That means they are all becoming a secants. Only you will be having 2 tangents. Okay. That means from an external point we can able to draw 2 tangents to a circle. Clear? So these are the 3 conditions we will be having. And now from an external point to the point of contact, what the length you are having, that is called as the length of the tangent. Okay. So length of the tangent is nothing but this distance. The distance between the external point and the point of contact is called as length of the tangent. Okay. Now this concept we came to know, children, that is from an external point we can draw 2 tangents, and these 2 tangents what you will be getting, they will be equal in length. That one we will discuss as a theorem, children. So the theorem states that the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is the statement. Understand it? The lengths of a tangents drawn from an external point. That means from external point, how many tangents you can draw? 2 tangents you can draw, and those 2 tangents are equal. What you have to prove? The length of those tangents are equal. That thing we have to prove, children. Okay. So draw the circle. So with center O, consider external point P, draw 2 tangents. This is the picture required. So the data will be circle with center O, have an external point P, and PQ and PQ and PR are the tangents. Getting? So PQ and PR are the tangents from external point P. Clear? Now what you have to prove? You have to prove PQ is equal to PR. This length is equal to this length. That is the thing you had to prove. Okay. And construction we are making. What is that construction means? We are joining OR, we are joining OQ, and we are joining OP. This is the construction you should make. All the points you had to join. Okay. Now after joining, you can observe here we are getting two triangles. Okay. Prove the congruency of those two tangents. Two triangles there. So here already one property we know that OQ is radius, PQ is a tangent. How they will be? They are perpendicular to each other. Here it is perpendicular to each other. That's why consider these two triangles which are the POQ, this triangle, and PRO, this triangle. These two you consider, children. In that what and all you are getting equal, you just check it out. It is 90 degree, which is the angle OQP. Even ORP is also 90 degree because radius is perpendicular to the tangent, isn't it? Next, OR and OQ are radius of the circle. They are always same in length. That's why they are equal. And just check it out, OP. OP is the common side for both the triangles. Now we got side angle, isn't it? So that's why those two triangles are congruent. Because it is a right angle triangle, we can go with the RHS theorem. If they are congruent, so which is the left side there? PQ and PR are the left sides. That's why PQ is equal to PR, that is CPCT. It is a very important theorem, children. For examination, practice it well. Okay, surely you will be getting this theorem for exam. Clear? So, this is about the second theorem of this lesson. Now, related to this, we will solve few problems. So, the first problem is two tangents TP, TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point T. Okay. You have to prove that PTQ, this angle is twice of this angle, OPQ. This is the proof you have to make, children. Okay. So, write down the thing. O is the center of the circle. T is the external point. TP and TQ are the tangents. Okay. Drawn from the external point T. And the point of contact will be P and Q. Now what we had to prove, children? PTQ is twice of OPQ. That is the thing we had to prove. This angle PTQ is twice of this angle OPQ. That is the thing we had to prove. So PTQ we will take as a theta, let us. Anything you can take. I am taken it as a theta. Okay. From theorem, already we know that TP is equal to TQ. In theorem we have proved the tangents drawn from external point are equal. So that's why this triangle what you are having, this becomes as an isosceles triangle. Isn't it? Yes. So TPQ is an isosceles triangle where TPQ will be equal to TQP, which is half of 180 minus theta, because this angle we have taken as a theta. So 180 minus theta it will be half of that, because two equal divisions we are taking. So multiply this half into 180 into half into theta. 2 ones are 2 nines are, so 90 minus 1 by theta. But you know that OPT, this angle is 90 degree, isn't it? We know that thing. Yes. So we need OPQ means it is OPT minus OP, this one, TPQ, isn't it? So if you want this angle means full angle minus this you make it out. That is the thing. OPT minus TPQ. So what is OPT? 90 degree. TPQ here we have found, that is 90 minus see here half of it is an isosceles triangle, that's why you are getting TPQ. These two angles as like this. OPT is 90 degree because of the property of tangent and all. So I already said it is written as OPT minus TPQ. So 90 minus 1 by 10. 90 will be as it is, minus into plus, minus into minus, plus 1 by theta. Plus to 90 minus 90 get cancelled. So left is half theta is left. Half you keep as it is. Theta is what, children? PTQ, substitute that. This side what you are having? OPQ. So OPQ is equal to half PTQ you are getting. Send this 2 to this side. 2 OPQ you are getting. Okay. 2 OPQ is a PTQ. So this is the proof we are requiring. We got the required proof. Got it? Okay, children. Now we will move to the exercise and we will solve few problems of the exercise now. So the first problem I have taken from the exercise is, from a point Q, the length of the tangents to a circle is 24 centimeter and the distance of a Q from the center is 25 centimeter. Then you have to find the radius of the circle. Okay, draw the circle. Okay, Q is the external point. So the tangent drawn from external point to the point of contact is 24 centimeter. The distance of Q from the center, this distance is 25 they have given. Now you have to find the radius. What you have to find? Radius has to be found. 4 options they have given. First we will find out what we are getting. Okay. So this becomes a right angle triangle because it is 90 degree. So hypotenuse is OQ. So that's why by applying Pythagoras we are getting OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square from Pythagoras. What is PQ? Sorry, OQ is 25 square. OP is not known, keep as it is. PQ is what? 24 square. So 25 into 25 you multiply. 5 5s are 25. 2, 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. 5 2s are 10, 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5. So it is 625 you are getting. 25 square is 625. In the same way, 24 square you find it out. 24 into 24. 4 4s are 16, 1. 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9. 4 2s are 8, 2 2s are 4. 6, 70. So 5. What you got? 576 you got. So send this to this side. 625 minus 576. That will be 49 children. 49 is equal to OP square you are getting. But we need OP. Square comes this side means square root it becomes. Root of 49 value is 7 centimeter. So what is the radius of the circle? 7 centimeter. Now we will move to the second problem. So what is the next problem of the exercise is, prove that the tangents drawn at ends of a diameter of circle are parallel. See what you have to prove, just check it out. Tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter, that means draw one circle, draw the diameter, for the ends draw the tangents. Okay, what you have to prove? These tangents are parallel to each other, that you have to prove. Which one? Let us PQ and RS are the tangents drawn to the end points of a diameter. They are parallel, you have to prove. So what is the given things? O is the center of the circle. AB is the diameter. PQ and RS are the two tangents drawn to the point A and B. Now what you have to prove? PQ is parallel to RS. That is the thing we have to prove. So we already know that it is a tangent and it is a radius. This will be 90 degree. Even this side also. So what is that angle? PAO 90 degree, RBO 90 degree, because radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Here also same condition, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Add both. Adding these two, you will be getting it as a 180 degree. Just observe, it is a line, it is a line, it is a transversal. When you already learnt a parallel lines, children, parallel lines and a transversal. When the interior angles on the same side of a transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. That concept we have learnt. Here we are getting 180 and these are the interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Okay, that's why finally we can say that PQ is parallel to RS. Clear? This way we can prove the thing. Now next we will move to the next problem of the exercise. So the next problem is prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. So it is nothing but your first theorem itself. They are saying for a point of contact, what the perpendicular we have drawn to the tangent, it passes through the center, they are saying. That means it is a radius you have to prove. Okay. So same, a circle with center O you consider, xy will be the tangent and it meets the circle at point P, let us take. What you have to prove means OP is perpendicular to xy, that is the thing we have to prove. Okay, so here in this figure you can observe that OP will be equal to OM because both are radii of the same circle and OM is less than OQ, that we can say. Even at the same time, because OM is equal to OP, even OP will be less than the OQ. That means what it says, OP is the shortest side of the tangent. Okay, that's why we already know that on any line, if we draw the perpendicular, it will be the shortest side compared to any other things. That's why we can say that OP is perpendicular to XY. Okay. Now we will move to the one more problem of the same exercise. The question is like this. Two concentric circles of radii 5 cm, 3 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. First you should know what are concentric circles. So the circles having same center but different radius are called concentric circles. Okay. Here two circles are there. Let us O is the center. One circle you draw and this is C1, it is C2. Two circles are there. So the radius of C1 is what? 3 cm. Whereas the radius of the C2 is 5 cm. That is the thing they have given. Now what you have to prove? What you have to find? Find the length of the chord of a larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So here I have drawn one chord. It is touching the smaller circle. Okay. And it becomes a chord to the bigger circle. Now observe. For this circle it becomes a tangent and it is perpendicular. So this becomes a right angle triangle. So you can apply Pythagoras there. So that is the concept we have taken. In OPB triangle, OB is the hypotenuse. So OB square is equal to OP square plus PB square. What and all you are knowing, you just substitute. OB is the radius of the bigger circle, that is 5 square. OP is the radius of small circle, that is 3 square. We have to find PB square. Okay. So PB is required. Send this to this side. 5 square minus 3 square you are getting. 5 square value is 25. 3 square value is 9. By subtracting you are getting 16. PB square is 16. PB will be root of 16, that is 4 cm. That means this length is 4. So actually perpendicular always bisects the line. That's why AP will be equal to PB here. That's why AB will be AP plus PB. So both will be equal only, 4 plus 4. So the chord length will be how much? 8 cm. Clear? What is the length of the chord? 8 cm. Now we will move to the next problem. So the next problem is a quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe the circle. Prove that AB plus CD will be equal to AD plus BC. Opposite sides. Sum of opposite sides will be equal to sum of other two opposite sides. That is the proof we have to make. Now here, so for this circle, A, B, C, D are the external points. So from each point we are having a tangent. So they will be equal. That is the thing I am taking. A is the external point. Two tangents are here, AP and AS. They will be equal in length. In the same way, B is the external point. BP and BQ will be equal. C will be the external point. CQ and CR will be equal. D is the external point. DR and DS will be equal. Clear? Now, what they have given, that LHS part you take down. AB plus CD they have given. Take the LHS part. AB plus CD. AB can be written as AP plus PP. Isn't it? Okay. CD can be written as CR plus DR. Now, here just check it out. AP is equal to what? AS. Instead of AP, you substitute AS. In the same way, BP or PB is equal to what? BQ. That one you substitute. CR is equal to CQ. DR is equal to DS. Clear? Now, we have substituted. Bring the terms together. AS, DS to one side you bring. BQ, CQ. So, just observe the figure. AS, DS is nothing but a side AD. In the same way, BQ, CQ is nothing but a side BC. Now, instead of this you substitute AD, instead of this you substitute BC. It is nothing but our RHS part. We got the RHS. Okay children. So the few more problems of the exercise we will solve in the next class. Thank you.